until the emperor saw that I, whom he once loved most, had married and borne a child. He was instantly overcome with grief and regret. It turned out 6 years ago, when he was still the crown prince. We had been deeply in love, yet not long after our marriage, he became entangled with my best friend, and I happened to witness this scene. I could not accept the betrayal of my lover and closest friend, so I knelt outside the Empress Dowager's palace for 3 full days, finally obtaining an imperial edict granting our separation. As I left, he spoke harsh words that if I insisted on leaving him, even if I begged on my knees in the future, he would never let me return. But this did not stop my determination to leave. After the separation, I discovered I was with child. To give my unborn child a legitimate status, I had no choice but to marry my widowed brother-in-law. Fortunately, my brother-in-law remained devoted to his late wife. Not only did he help keep the secret of the child's true parentage, he never once made any improper advances toward me. 6 years passed in the blink of an eye. He had already ascended the throne as emperor, and when my mother-in-law learned of this news, fearing the emperor would vent his anger upon our family, she hastily forced a separation document into my hands and made me leave. Though I was filled with reluctance toward my husband, I was even more unwilling to implicate him, so I fled overnight with my daughter in haste. Unexpectedly, my husband chased after us through the pouring rain and directly tore that separation document to shreds. It turned out that through our long time together, we had already truly fallen in love with each other. However, on the journey home, this warm scene of a family of 3 was witnessed by the emperor. He saw that I had married one of his subjects. Instantly, his emotions became complex and he could not calm himself for a long time. But when my husband brought me back home, my mother-in-law was furious beyond measure. Yet my husband insisted on keeping me. He believed the emperor would absolutely not blame us. But the next moment, news from the palace arrived. The Empress Dowager demanded I enter the palace immediately to see her. And as soon as I entered the palace, the Empress Dowager directly asked if I had any regrets. After all, if I had not insisted on the separation back then, the position of Empress would certainly belong to me now. But I instead felt grateful for my simple life today, having no desire whatsoever to be entangled with the Emperor again. At this moment, the Empress walked in with the princess, ostensibly to pay respects to the Empress Dowager, but actually to flaunt her victory before me. The princess even picked up pastries and threw them at me. I did not wish to entangle further with this mother and daughter, so I excused myself, claiming physical discomfort, and left early. After I departed, only then did the Empress Dowager reveal the true purpose of summoning me to the palace. It turned out the Empress Dowager hoped I would compete with the Empress, because the Empress Dowager was deeply dissatisfied with the Empress's conduct, and only the Empress Dowager knew that although the Emperor appeared to hate me on the surface, in his heart, he had only ever held me alone. For 6 full years, the Emperor had never once touched the Empress. But just as I was leaving the palace, I happened to encounter my former husband, the Emperor. After 7 years apart, we met again. Our stations in life had become worlds apart.